Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Antony Phythain. He is 4 wins, one defeat, and he's back out 9th of June at Bolton against Manchester Derby. Really, against Luke Vargan. It's your first 6-rounder, isn't it, mate?
It is, mate. Yeah, first 6-rounder for us both. Yeah.
And how are you feeling going into this fight?
I'm looking forward to it. It'll, local derby, so it'll be local bragging rights. Both local lads, both similar age, both turned over at the same sort of time. So yeah, it should be a good atmosphere.
This fight will benefit you more, like it's more in your favour, as he hasn't won a fight just yet.
Yeah, I suppose you know what I mean. I suppose I've got a better record.
Because of course he lost to Elvis that you beat.
Yeah.
Did you get to watch that one?
Obviously, yeah, I've watched his fights and what have you. He's been out. I know he's been out the ring as well for about 14 months. Suppose you could say that the odds are probably in my favour, but I won't be underestimating him by any means. Though, do you know what I mean? I know he's up for it. He's training hard for it. He's training like it's his world title fight. So I won't be underestimating him by any means.
Yeah. And of course, since I had you last on, you've beaten Ben Thomas and Harry Matthews.
Yeah.
Of course, you fought Harry this year, didn't you? In February.
Yeah.
Would you say that's your best performance to date?
Yeah, I sort of just had to stay calm, really, not sort of like I had to keep me sort of like with wits about me, not really get dragged into a fight with Harry. You know what I mean? Harry's been around the block. He can fight. He's fought at English title level. So yeah, to come away with a win there was massive for me. That yeah.
Yeah. Because he's been in there with he's very durable. He's been in there with the best.
Yeah, he's been in with Eubank and yeah. So yeah, he's just it's just a case of keeping composure, really. You know what I mean? I'm never going to go out there and stop someone like Harry Matthews. Do you know what I mean? So there's no point in trying. I suppose it's just about keeping busy and nicking the rounds.
What's your overall thoughts what's your thoughts on Luke as a fighter?
I'd say he's probably he's raw. He's started late. I know he's come from like a Thai boxing background or what have you. So, but I started late myself. Do you know what I mean? I started late myself, and I'm still raw myself. So, probably we're probably very similar. I think the only thing I'd say in my favour is probably that I'm probably a bit calmer in the ring, which I think will be beneficial to me on the night. Yeah.
Do you think if you win this, does this put you in the title mix?
I don't know about that. I think if you look sort of like around my weight really now, where sort of like the area titles are, you've got Mickey Ellison, who's ranked 9th in the country at light heavyweight.
Yeah, but I think he'll vacate his central area.
Yeah, I mean, if listen, if a title shot becomes available,
then you may as well go for it.
Then I'm all for it. Irrespective of who it's against. Do you know what I mean?
Or imagine if Thomas Whitaker Hart on Matchroom, mate.
You what, mate? Yeah, why not, mate? Yeah. Give it a go, mate. You know what I mean?
I think what's he called? It's been I think Jake Barton via Leon Willings has been ordered for it or something.
Has it, right? Yeah. I mean, I could even drop down. I can get down to super middleweight quite easy. You know what I mean? So suppose it's just a matter of at the end of the day, it's one fight at a time for me. I'm not really going to look past Luke Vaughan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is Matt McCallum the Central Area champion? No, he's Northern Area champion.
Yeah, I think Callum Simpson's central area at the minute. Yeah, I
Oh
think he's.
yeah, Callum Simpson. Yes.
So again, that's the level it's at in this central area.
Yeah, I
Nicky
know.
Ellison,
Like
Frank Knife, and Callum Simpson.
he's a
He's
beast.
outstanding.
Like he's
Yeah.
doing well, isn't he?
So that's the sort of level what I'm looking
But
at
that
for
but
the
that is
area
where you
title.
want to be, isn't it, mate?
It's what, mate.
That's where you want to be with.
Well, listen, mate. I do nothing more. Just being where I am now. I'm 40 in 3 months. So I'm 40 years old in 3 months. I started late. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I mean, I'm sure, like I reckon you'll win that Central Area title. You've got it in you.
Well, I've got the desire. You know, we'll see. We'll see. It'd be a nice. It'd be a nice story if I could, wouldn't it?
Yes. And so against Luke, are you main event?
Well, I think I'm not sure whether it's a main event. We've got Charlie Edwards on there. Former WBC world champion, so can't really see us topping the bill. But he's got a lot of local interest. You know what I mean, in Manchester. Especially he's down the road there in Salford, so
Yeah.
he's got a lot of local interest. You know what I mean. But I wouldn't say we've been a main event. You know what I mean? Maybe but it's
It's the people's main event in Manchester.
yeah, he's the people's main event. Yeah.
Yes, mate. How excited are you for like your first 6 rounder? Do you think this will benefit you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd be good to get. I mean, I was looking at maybe getting a 6 rounder out earlier on in the year, and then obviously this fight's come ahead now. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Yeah, pushing in the rounds and give
Is,
myself a
is
bit of a test.
is he signed with Kieran as well as you?
No, I'm not sure who his manager is now. I think
So
it's
are you kind of like, would you be in the home corner?
yeah, that'll be the own fighter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Haven't you fought at this stadium before?
It's at Bowlers this one. It's not at Bolton Stadium. It's at the Bowlers in Trafford Park. So it's sort of just smack bang in the middle of Manchester and Salford.
Mm-hmm. Have you got a big crowd coming up with you?
Normally, this would be massive for me, but Man City have just got in the Champions League final, and which is the day after. So a lot of my supporters are flying out to Istanbul, which I can't really blame them for.
I mean, Inter are gonna win, but
Listen, it's,
I can always keep my fingers crossed.
the Soccer City doing a treble this year, mate, and hopefully when I beat Luke Vaughan, it'll be the quad. You know what I mean?
Let's hope.
He said there with United tough on interviewing me.
Well, we're not going to talk about the football because I'll get upset if that happens, and we don't want that to happen.
No worries.
And I don't think Luke would want that to happen as well.
No, well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, another red, eh?
Yeah. So 6. So how many? Because I know you've had this. You've had the fight against Harry Matthews.
Yeah.
You're scheduled to fight Luke in 3 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks, yeah.
How many more, roughly? What, maybe 2 more after this one, like this year?
You know, I don't know just yet. I'm just
Taking them as they come.
I'm just taking them as they come. Yeah, like I say, I'll get this one out. This will be my last fight in my 30s for sure. Like I say, I'm 40. 40 in this, the start of September. So this will definitely be my last fight in my 30s.
Do you wish you started your career earlier?
Do you know what? I can't really, look on and things could have been different, couldn't they? But
it is what it is.
It is what it is, and we choose the path we choose, and that's just life,
It
There's no point in going on and regret. You know what I mean? It's I'm here now. I've just got to enjoy what's going on now.
yeah. And you're getting yourself these these fights you want, and it's
Yeah.
good. So how many
Yeah.
weeks notice have you had for this fight? Because I've how many weeks?
Um, not really. No, probably 8, 10 weeks. I reckon.
So it's quite a long camp.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm always, I'm never really out of the gym. Even if I'm out of the boxing gym for maybe a few weeks, I'll still be getting some training in and ticking over.
So
I'm
is
never.
camp going well?
I've had probably the toughest camp I've ever had for
Hmm.
this one. Training down at Eccles Boxing Academy. Alex Murphy's there with me.
Hmm.
They've got a good set of amateurs as well in there. And
Is he
Brian Gardner.
boxing the same night as you?
Alex Murphy's on the same bill as me again. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's a good fighter as well.
It's good. Yeah, he's unbeaten. Alex. Yeah,
What weight
he's
is he? I forgot. Lightweight is he?
lightweight. Yeah,
Yeah. So is he your gym does he train in so he's your stable mate kind of?
yeah. Yeah, we train together. Me and Alex. Do a little bit together. There's a couple of good amateurs in there as well.
Yeah.
Get him with them as well and do a bit of sparring. We've got Jordan Wizard in there. He's a good lad. He's a pretty strong lad.
I've
I think
seen
he's
you did a face off with Luke not sure when it was, but I saw it, I think it was yesterday.
yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
that's
like
right.
doing those face offs?
Yeah, it was a bit of a laugh. It's obviously this is the first sort of 50-50 fight really. So
Yeah.
it's the first sort of like face off we've had.
It is good because it gets your name out there as well, which is it's just good.
yeah, it's good. It's good. It's sort of like size each other up and try and put doubt in each other's mind, I suppose.
So you both think you're gonna get the stoppage?
I think I'll get the stoppage. Luke says he thinks he'll get the stoppage, but we'll
Well, I'll
see.
see what Luke says tomorrow because I've got him on tomorrow.
No problem, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
No problem, Sam.
So do, if so 6 rounds. Do you think you'll take him out of the later stages or just not really? Just the knockout for you.
Um, if the stoppage comes, it comes.
And if it
But
doesn't, it doesn't.
if it doesn't, I know I've got the engine to pat, to running ragged. I'm dragging 2 L's through 4, 6 rounds. I've been training hard, been sparring. 8 rounds. I'll probably get up to 10 rounds
Do
before.
you think if they come to fight that you put them over? Because some people say, because journeymen are very tough to stop. Because when
Yeah,
people
yeah,
come to fight, it's more likely that you guys will get the stoppage.
yeah. Well, obviously, when you go on the attack like that on the front foot, you're leaving yourself open as well. So, the count is always there. And, you know what I mean? And like I say, we're both pretty raw. So our defence won't be, the defence of a journeyman either. So, it could come, yeah. Look,
It
stop it,
could be
stop
it
it.
could be a shootout right from the start.
Could be, yeah. It could be an early night for one of us, yeah.
You
Um,
never know. First round stoppage for either of you. You just
yeah, well, who knows? Who knows?
who
The way
knows.
Liam talking is coming out, all guns blazing. So
Or you never know. You might have a bit of just a cagey start. Oh, you just never know. Have you ever sparred him? Because he's like local to you.
I have sparred Luke a few years ago. Yeah,
So how many rounds roughly would you say you've overall have you done with him?
Luke. I've probably sparred him a couple of times. I've probably done say 12 rounds with him, all in all. I reckon.
Are you taking much from those rounds with him?
Um, I know his sparring's different. And I know it was just a couple of years ago. We probably both improved a little bit.
Yeah.
But listen, I believe I've got, I know I've got what it takes to win and to win well as well.
Were those spars? Were they close? Were they like?
Ask Luke. Ask Luke tomorrow.
I will do, mate. I will do. I see what he says. But yeah. Oh, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, for anyone wanting tickets, how much?
The tickets priced £40 standard, £60 seated, and £75 VIP ringside. So anybody wanting tickets,
If you're
DM me.
local, do not miss it. Do not miss
Yeah,
this
don't
one.
miss it. There's definitely going to be fireworks. You know what I mean? Proper 50-50.
I
No,
can't see it going the distance.
no, I don't think it will go the distance. It's just it's going to be fireworks, local derby, local bragging rights.
Is it getting? I know you said it's not getting live streamed, but is it like getting filmed so it's on YouTube?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. It'd be nice to get it filmed, wouldn't it? But
I kind of hope
sure.
it is because I just
Yeah, yeah. I mean, someone will probably film it from the crowd or whatever. If I can get over a little bit of footage for you, but
after the fight,
know.
if even if it doesn't get filmed, if you get any like footage of the fight, can you send it to me?
But yeah, of course we will, mate. Yeah,
Oh, I appreciate that, mate.
of course
And
we will, mate.
before I let you go, do you want to just thank like your managers, your sponsors, anybody?
Yeah, thanks to Kieran Farrell for once again, getting me on this massive platform. Thank you to Brian Gardner, who's he put the hours in and training with me. I done in the gym. Thanks, to my sponsors, Watkins Signs, Terry's Cult, Penguin Refrigeration, Ransom Kitchens, and Adepts Cleaning, and I grade Sports as well for kitting me out.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, all the best with the fight, mate. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. Cheers, mate.
Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Bye, mate.
Cheers, mate.